Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at measures of central tendency, variation, and dot plots. So remember the measures of central tendency, which are measures of center, describe what the center of a data set looks like. The measures of central tendency are mean, median, and mode. To find the mean, it's the sum of all the data divided by the number of data values. So you add up all your data values and divide by how many there were. The median is the middle number when the data is arranged in order. If the middle number is between two other numbers, the median is the mean of those values. Mode is the data value that occurs with the greatest frequency, or most often. If no data repeats, there is no mode, and you can have more than one mode for a set of data. The range is a measure of variability. It tells if the data is closely grouped together or widely spread out. To find the range is the difference between the greatest and the least data value. The maximum is the largest of your data values, and the minimum is the least of your data values. So here's an example. Find the mean, median, mode, and range for each data set. So our first one, we have the data set 5, 3, 2, 6, 5, 2, 5. So first for the mean. I'm going to use my calculator to add them all together. So I'm adding 5, 3, 2, 6, 5, 2, 5. That gives me 28. I'm going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7 data values we have. So the mean is 4. For the median, I have to first put my data values in order. So I like to cross them off as I go so that I know I have every data value. So I have 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 6. Okay, now that I have my data listed out, I have to find the middle value. So you have a couple of ways to do this. Some people like to count in. So you can count in as you go, take off one on each end, and you balance it until you get to the middle. And you get the median is 5. So that's one method. So the median is 5. Okay, another method. Let me show you this one. So we have 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 6. So we have 7 data values. So what I do is I divide 7 in half. So half of 7 is 3.5. And I bump it up to the next whole number when I get a decimal. So my 4th data value will be my median. So I then count in 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. My median is 5. So either method, I'm getting that same median. Okay, next for the mode, it's the data value that repeats the most often. So when I look at my data, I can see there are 3 5s, and that occurs more than the others. So in this data set, I have one mode. And now for the range, it's the highest value minus the lowest. So I would do 6 minus 2. My range is 4. Okay, looking at our next data set, 21, 15, 16, 25, 13, and 18. First for the mean. I'm going to use my calculator, add them all together. Okay, that gives me 108. I have to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data values this time. So my mean is 18. For the median, I have to put my data in order. So I have 13, 15, 16, 18, 21, 25. Okay, so there were 6 data values. So you can again do the counting in till you get to the center. But in this case, when I get to the center, it's between both 16 and 18. So when that happens, I have to find the mean of those. So I add 16 and 18 together and divide by 2. So I get 34 divided by 2. So my median is 17. So that's one method to find it. Another method to find it, like we talked about before, I have my data in order, 13, 15, 16, 18, 21, and 25. In this case, I have 6 data values. So I divide 6 in half, and I get 3. So there's 3 data values below the median, 3 data values above it. So again, I'm getting the same answers between 16 and 18, so I add them together and divide by 2. So I get 34 divided by 2, so my median is 17. Looking for my mode. When I look at my data set this time, nothing repeats. Everything only repeats once in my list. So in this case, there is no mode. It doesn't exist. Okay, a dot plot is a data display where every data value is represented by a point above a number line. Don't forget your labels and your titles. So example 2, 17 students were asked how many text messages they sent on a particular day. Their data is recorded below. Create a dot plot of their data. So I'm going to call it student text messages for my title. I'm going to leave some space, and then I'm going to draw my number line. Okay, when I look at my data, I went from a low of 0 to a high of 9. So on my number line, I'm going to go from 0 to 9. I'm going to count by ones. Okay, so my number line's all set up. And now I'm going to put a point above each value on the number line for each of my data values. So I have 0, 3, 2, 3, 2, 0, and I start stacking them. 4, 5, 0, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 1, 4, 6, 3, 0, 3, 2, and 9. And that's how you make your dot plot. Our last example, use the dot plot to find the mean, median, modes, and range for the number of students per classroom. So they give us our data in a dot plot format. I'm going to start by finding the mean. So I'm using my calculator. We have 26, 27, 27, 29, 4 of them, 30 and 30, 31, and 33. So I'm adding them all up. I get 320 divided by the number of data values we have. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which gives me, with rounding, 29 students per class. And I round to the whole number here because we're dealing with students. The median, we had 11 data values. So I take 11 divided by 2. It's 5.5. So I round it up to my 6th data value. So I'm going to start counting in from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 29 is my median. Mode, the data that occurs the most often. So when I look at my line plot or my dot plot, it's the one with the highest number of dots, which is 29. And my range, my maximum minus my minimum. So I would do 33 minus 26, which gives me my range is 7. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.